So these are temporarily in there. Gotta scuff up the back of these so they can be glued. I'll plane the fronts off when they're in. Nail gun. And I've got to do the strike plate as well. For the glue to dry on those patches on the porch near the door, for the door, I've put in 3 more panels. That one, which meant concreting in 3 more poles, and we've got the slope coming into play now, so it slows it down a little bit. So my welds need practice. There's a few little spots in there that I'm not happy with, so I'm going to have to make sure I practice that sort of stuff, but it's solid. Grinder is my best friend. And now I've got to shorten the bench to 4 feet. I got my bench down to 4 feet. Again, I really need to practice my welds because they're not very nice. And I was doing this one and this happened. It's annoying too because all this wire that was in the hose might have been enough to at least finish that. But when I looked at this one, I've actually got gaps in here and here, so I've got to redo it. I'll get more of this tomorrow and finish it off. I was thinking of getting my Pop's stick welder out, but that's a pain because it's, like I said, it's 15 amp. My Pop did put a little 10 amp extension plug on it, but then it keeps tripping off the fuses. Decided I didn't want to wait. Finished my bottom welds off. There's loads of weld there, it just doesn't look pretty. Same with that one. Got some little inclusions, but there's a lot of weld there. It's not like it's a massive structural building. So this is ready to start putting timber tops on, which I'll have to do tomorrow. So just packed up. That's not a bad little welder of my Pop's. Like, it's annoying that it's 15 amp, but with his little plug and plugging it into a earth leakage box that I've got that actually run from the lawn, I plug into the laundry and then run the line across to here. If I overload anything here, that little box will go off before the main fuse over in the other side of the house. And actually my little power board that I've got up here for running all the little power cords and the lights and everything off in here, that actually tripped the first time I turned on the MIG welder. I was going through the MIG welder and it then suddenly just stopped and I noticed all the lights had gone out. So that had tripped out as well as an overload. So I was running that welder first and then Pop's welder just straight off the construction power box. Being that this steel is 3mm thick, I only needed to turn the welder up to somewhere between 50 and 70 amps. I probably could have gone a bit higher. I think I went up to about 60 because it was sticking too much. But those welds, while not pretty, they penetrated really well. There's not many spots that I've missed, and I've now ground them all. I just need to get some form of a rust preventative paint on it. I don't have anything here, so I'm going to have to buy that. I think I'll go to Bunnings tomorrow and get kill rust paint, and I'll clean the whole stand down and paint the whole stand, I think, just for that prettiness. I'll get some more MIG wire just in case. I was sitting there going, why have I run out of MIG wire? And then I realised that I'd welded the trailer up midway through last year. Actually, no, that was done. I think that was done the year before. But yeah, when I cut the old bottom out of the welder, out of the trailer, and had to weld a bar across the back. Anyway, alright, that's done. I've got to cut the top down. I had a look at the top. It's not the greatest looking. I might use the piece that he had for the shelf, because that had a laminate surface to it rather than just the MDF. The fact that I've cut this down, I might be able to get top shelf and bottom shelf out of that same piece. Decisions to make. I want to try and maximise the use of the bottom by putting, like I said, drawers into it. And that'll work. That'll be where I put all the accessories and things. That'll put a bit of weight down the bottom. But I think, yeah, I might use, that shelf was heavy. It was an inch thick. I'll fill you in when I'm actually doing it. But after doing that, I ran upstairs, a little block plane, and I planed off those little patches that I put onto the door. I'm going to have to do a bit of wood putty and sanding as well before I can put the screen up and obviously paint them. Productive day. The bench fits. I'll grab the lathe and I'll show you how that'll sit on it. You can see that the lathe just overhangs that end. I think the bench top I'll make so that it comes out just a little bit, and that'll allow me to have a bolt hole for it. Having this hanging off the end means that when I put this piece on, it's unobstructed. I think I said it before, I just can't wait to start using it. Getting closer.